The impulse to share a missing person flyer online feels instinctive, a digital act of care. In a world where our phones are always within reach, helping is just a tap away. The urge to do something, anything, in the face of someone's pain is powerful, and the internet gives us a way to act instantly. We see a face, a plea, and imagine our share could be the one that brings someone home. Each post feels personal, as if the missing person could be someone we know or someone we love. Social media promises speed and reach in a crisis, but it relies on trust. We trust the platforms, the people who post, and the urgency of the message. We assume the information is true, the urgency real. The digital world moves fast, and we rarely pause to question what we see. The message is always, time is critical, share now. Every second counts, and hesitation feels like failure. So we do, joining a vast, decentralized search party. Our collective action feels meaningful, as if we're part of something bigger than ourselves. But good intentions don't guarantee good outcomes. Sometimes, our rush to help can have unintended consequences. The internet is chaotic. Truth and fiction blend easily. In the noise, it's hard to tell what's real and what's not. A missing person flyer is an emotional trigger, designed for rapid sharing. It tugs at our empathy, urging us to act without delay. That very design makes it a perfect vehicle for misinformation. The more urgent and emotional the message, the more likely it is to spread unchecked. When we share without thinking, we risk spreading confusion, not help. Our good intentions can accidentally add to the chaos. This is where the story of the viral flyer with the wrong face begins. A collision of good intentions and digital carelessness. One mistake, amplified by thousands of shares, can have real consequences for real people. It's a reminder, before we join the digital chorus, we must pause. A moment's hesitation can make all the difference. Ask, do I know this is true? Can I verify the source? Or am I just reacting to emotion? The line between helping and harming is thinner than we think. Our actions online ripple outward, sometimes in ways we never intended. The responsibility to share wisely starts with a moment of critical thought. In the digital age, true care means pausing, questioning, and choosing to help with both heart and mind. The flyer appeared suddenly, urgent, bold, impossible to ignore. It was taped to lampposts, bus stops, and coffee shop windows, its message demanding attention from everyone who passed by. A young woman's name, age, and last known location, paired with a photo and a desperate plea. Have you seen her? The details were hauntingly specific, yet familiar, echoing the fears of every parent and friend. Instantly the image spread. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, shared by thousands. Within hours, it was everywhere, multiplying across timelines and group chats. Comments poured in, prayers, hope, solidarity. People tagged friends, urged others to share, and offered words of comfort to a family they'd never met. The flyer became a symbol of community, a testament to strangers caring for one another. It united neighborhoods and online communities in a shared mission. Shares soared into the hundreds of thousands, fueled by social media algorithms that thrive on emotion. The more people reacted, the further it traveled, reaching new corners of the internet. Fear, sympathy, and outrage made the flyer go viral. Each emotion added fuel to the fire, making the story impossible to ignore. Every share signaled importance, pushing it into more feeds, a self-perpetuating cycle. The flyer became a digital wildfire, burning through platforms at lightning speed. The woman's face was everywhere, her story a public cause. She became a symbol, her image etched into the collective memory of the internet. But as the flyer spread, its origins blurred. The details began to fade, replaced by speculation and rumor. It crossed borders, lost context, and became digital flotsam. The story was now in dozens of languages, sometimes altered, sometimes misunderstood. No one knew where it started, only that it was everywhere. The original post was lost in a sea of reposts and screenshots. The woman in the photo became one of the most visible people online, yet no one really knew who she was. Her identity was both everywhere and nowhere at once. The flyer's message fractured, and the story began to slip from fact to myth. Details changed, new rumors emerged, and the truth became harder to find. In the rush to help, the truth was already getting lost. People shared without reading, eager to be part of something bigger. The viral moment had a life of its own. The story was now bigger than the person it was meant to help, and no one was asking the most important question: is this real? In a world driven by shares and likes, the truth can be the first thing lost. Amid the flood of shares, as the missing person flyer spread rapidly across timelines and group chats, most people simply scrolled past, pausing only to hit the share button or leave a quick comment. But beneath the surface, a few online voices noticed something strange, details that didn't quite add up. These were the careful observers, the ones who looked twice. They sensed that something about the image was off, even if they couldn't immediately explain why. The photo felt too polished, too perfect, more like a headshot than a family snapshot. It had the kind of clarity and composition you'd expect from a modeling portfolio, not a candid moment. The lighting was professional, the pose deliberate. Every detail seemed intentional, as if crafted for attention. Some users swore they'd seen the woman before, but couldn't place her. Her face lingered in their memories, just out of reach. Was she an influencer? An actress? The image was familiar, yet unplaceable. It was as if she belonged everywhere and nowhere at once. This created a digital, uncanny valley, meant to evoke empathy, but instead sparking suspicion. The more people looked, the less real it seemed. Early doubters were drowned out by emotional comments, even accused of being insensitive. The internet can be quick to judge, especially when emotions run high. But skepticism grew, turning into dedicated threads comparing notes. People began to dig deeper, sharing their findings and theories. The photo's high resolution was another red flag, unusual for a hastily shared family photo. Most real missing person flyers used whatever image was available, often blurry or cropped. The conversation shifted from sharing to investigating. Curiosity turned into a mission to uncover the truth. These women weren't being cruel. They were trying to protect others from misinformation. They knew that viral hoaxes could have real-world consequences. They knew a fake flyer could do real harm, distracting from genuine cases. Every false alarm made it harder for real families to get the help they needed. Their instincts told them the story wasn't what it seemed. They trusted their gut, even when others doubted them. The key to the truth was hidden in the woman's photograph. Every pixel, every shadow, every detail was a potential clue, and they were determined to find it, no matter how long it took or how many dead ends they faced. The search for answers had only just begun. The turning point came when a few users ran a reverse image search. By uploading the flyer's photo to Google Images, they traced its origins. The result was shocking. The photo appeared on dozens of stock photo sites. The woman was a model, her face licensed for ads and blogs, not a missing person. The image was a template, a blank slate for any story. The revelation spread quickly. Stop sharing. The flyer is fake. People felt duped, their empathy exploited. The digital detectives dug deeper. Why create a fake flyer? Was it a prank, a social experiment, or something more sinister? They cross-referenced the name and location with real missing person databases. The tools that spread the lie were now exposing it. The narrative collapsed, replaced by confusion and anger. The community's grief turned to outrage. The search for truth had only just begun. The investigation revealed a darker motive. The name on the fake flyer matched a woman wanted for questioning in a fraud case in another state. The flyer wasn't random. It was a targeted attack. By using a stock photo and a real name, someone weaponized public empathy to destroy a reputation. The model's face became collateral damage. The woman named was now the victim of a digital smear campaign. The internet, once praying for her, now saw her as a villain. Fact and fiction tangled, and two innocent women suffered. The real person was harassed and threatened based on a lie. The creator of the flyer had turned a tool for good into a weapon. The story was no longer about a missing person, but about how easily a reputation can be ruined online. The consequences were real, immediate, and devastating. The line between victim and villain was erased by a single viral post. Lost in the chaos was a real missing person case. A young woman from a nearby town disappeared as the fake flyer went viral. Her family's genuine plea was drowned out by the noise. Their flyer, simple and heartfelt, was barely shared. The internet's attention was consumed by the drama of the fake. The real case was overshadowed, the family's hope fading. Some, burned by the hoax, became wary of sharing any alerts. Compassion fatigue set in. Hesitation replaced action. The digital well was poisoned, and the person who needed help most was forgotten. The system meant to help had failed her. She remained missing, a ghost in the machine. Women led the charge to uncover the truth behind the fake flyer. Their online experience, marked by vigilance and skepticism, made them skilled at spotting manipulation. The fear of a woman going missing resonated deeply, fueling both solidarity and scrutiny. Their motivation was personal, protecting a system they might one day need. These sleuths formed informal networks, collaborating in forums and group chats. Each contributed: reverse image searches, public records, news cross-checks. It was collective intelligence in action, driven by a commitment to truth. They weren't detectives, just concerned citizens using digital tools. Their work enforced a community standard: lies would not go unchecked. Their actions proved the internet can be a space for care, not just chaos. Being misidentified online is never harmless. The stock photo model's face was hijacked, her identity flattened into a false narrative. She became an unwilling participant in a viral drama. The woman whose real name was used faced harassment and judgment for a crime she didn't commit. Both suffered real-world consequences: mental health, reputation, safety. The internet's memory is long. A single lie can haunt someone for years. Women are especially vulnerable to digital shaming and harassment. The story of the fake flyer is a warning. Our online actions have real impact. It's easy to ruin a life from behind a screen. The harm is not virtual, it's painfully real. The speed of social media means a lie can circle the globe before the truth catches up. Every user carries enormous ethical weight with every share. This story is about the burden of the share button. We all want to help, to be the hero who brings someone home. But the power to broadcast comes with the duty to verify. The lesson: pause before you share. Ask, where did this come from? Is it credible? Do a quick search. Use reverse image search. Look for official confirmation. A moment of due diligence can prevent immense harm. Misinformation preys on emotion. Train yourself to be skeptical, especially of dramatic stories. We must become fact-checkers, not just amplifiers. Good intentions are not a shield against real-world consequences. Sharing a fake flyer clogs communication and can harm the innocent. Next time you see a desperate plea, remember the woman who wasn't missing and the family who was ignored. Verify before you amplify. In the digital age, that's the most helpful thing you can do.